let's cut through the noise. When most men hear the word dirty, they imagine a checklist of forbidden moves, as if proving themselves by acting edgy. That is how boys interpret it, but it is shallow and breaks easily under pressure. A man sees something deeper. He recognizes the hidden invitation, the call for truth rather than vulgarity. She is not asking for cheap tricks. She is asking for authenticity, for the real man who exists beneath the polite mask. She is giving permission to drop the act of the well-behaved boy and reveal the grounded, calm, and fully present man within. As David Dida wrote, "A woman's testing is not cruelty, it is love." She is not examining a list of techniques. She is searching for the strength of your presence. And today, we are going to explore what that really means. You have felt it before. You are in the most intimate space two people can share, and you are working hard to be the good lover. You pay attention, you are gentle, and you keep asking questions. Is this okay? Do you like this? You think you are being respectful, but what actually reaches her is uncertainty. Each question places the responsibility on her shoulders. Instead of leading, you silently ask her to take charge. In that moment, your masculine frame slips away, and the atmosphere becomes heavy with her unspoken disappointment. She longed to be carried into mystery, yet she found herself guiding a hesitant traveler. Then there is the opposite extreme, the man who tries to correct by swinging too far. He mistakes dominance for force, mistaking volume and roughness for strength. His energy is loud, his movements rehearsed, and the experience becomes a stage for his ego. She does not feel safe. She feels like an accessory to his performance. Both paths are misguided. Whether through people-pleasing or through aggression, both men revealed the same flaw. They are ruled by fear and dependent on external validation. They are searching for cues instead of relying on their own foundation. The Stoics called that missing center the inner citadel, a fortress of self-command and unshakable calm. Only within that fortress can a man offer true presence, and only from there can the deep connection both partners hunger for be created. 1. Unapologetic presence. The first and deepest longing she holds is for your complete and unwavering presence. This is more than putting aside distractions, more than leaving your phone in another room. Presence is an active state of being, what the Stoics called prosocion, the discipline of directing the mind entirely to the now. It is the rare ability to be so absorbed in the moment with her that past regrets and future fears vanish. To her, nothing wounds more than sensing your mind wander. Distraction feels like abandonment, even if your body is there. But when your eyes remain steady, when your energy does not drift toward your tasks or ambitions, you are offering the most valuable gift you own, your full attention. That attention tells her she is seen, she is chosen, and in that recognition she finds the safety to surrender. Presence becomes the atmosphere in which intimacy deepens and masks dissolve. 2. Controlled dominance, not aggression. From presence flows leadership. Yet this is not the crude dominance of a tyrant. It is the steady guidance of a king. A tyrant imposes himself through fear, but a king uses strength to create harmony, protection, and direction. Your controlled dominance works in the same way. It shows in the way you place a hand on her back and guide her confidently, in the way you initiate without hesitation, in the calm tone that sets rhythm and clarity without demanding submission. This is not an act of ego, but a demonstration of mastery. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that true strength is the victory of the will over the storms of passion. When you lead with calm certainty, rooted in self-command, You show that you have already conquered your inner chaos. That victory is what makes her feel secure, and paradoxically, what allows her to feel free. In that freedom, safety becomes excitement, and stability becomes fire. 3. Raw authenticity. This part matters more than most men realize. The world trains you to polish every edge, to present a curated version of yourself that wins approval. That version might impress at work or over dinner with family, but it has no place in the sanctuary of intimacy. What she truly wants is the man who lives beneath the mask. She longs for your unfiltered truth, the breath that escapes when her presence overwhelms you, the sweat that beads on your skin, the expressions that rise and fall without rehearsal. This is not carelessness, it is honesty in its most physical form. When you allow yourself to be real, you give her unspoken permission to shed her own armor. In that shared surrender lies the essence of amor fati, the Stoic embrace of life exactly as it is. Within that acceptance, the connection between you becomes primal, elemental, and unforgettable. 4. To be explored, not just pleased. This requires a complete change of intention. Many men, driven by insecurity, make it their mission to please, hoping each reaction earns them validation. Their efforts feel strained and restless, and the woman senses it. The seasoned man understands something different. His goal is not to win approval, it is to explore. He approaches her with the curiosity of a discoverer, attentive to every shift, every response, mapping the unique landscape of her body and spirit. He is not hunting for a single treasure, he is savoring the terrain itself. This change of focus, from chasing outcomes to witnessing a person, dissolves performance anxiety. More importantly, it communicates fascination, a signal that she is not simply an object to be satisfied, but a mystery to be understood. And that sense of being profoundly seen is the most intoxicating gift you can offer. 5. To praise her feminine chaos. If your masculine frame is the steady ground, then her feminine energy is the untamed ocean, alive with beauty and unpredictability. A man without stability fears her storms. Her passion, her intensity, her wild movements seem to threaten his balance. So he tries to quiet her, to restrain her, to make her conform to his need for order. But the man, rooted in his inner citadel, responds differently. He welcomes the storm. He does not shrink from her waves, he delights in them. He is the unshakable shore that receives her with strength and joy. By staying calm, attentive, even smiling as her energy rises, you communicate something beyond words. You show her that she can bring all of herself, that nothing in her is too much, that she is safe to let go entirely. That safety is not soft or weak, it is the deepest security you can ever give. And in it, she finds the freedom to be her fullest self. 6. To speak the unspoken. This is the highest art, the point where everything else converges. What she longs for most is a man who knows what she wants before she can even name it. This is not mystical, it is the natural outcome of profound presence and attunement. By giving yourself fully, by exploring without agenda, you begin to sense the subtleties. The way her breath changes tells you when to move with more intensity. The shift in her grip tells you when to be firmer. The look in her eyes tells you when to pause and let stillness speak. None of this is guesswork, and it is not performance. It is the fruit of stepping out of your own restless mind and inhabiting hers with care and precision. In that space, there is no separation between intention and action. You move together as if guided by one rhythm, and in that union lies the deepest form of connection that people can experience. So you see, This has never been about performing a checklist of acts. It has always been about embodying a way of being. Presence, controlled dominance, raw authenticity, exploration, praise, and intuition are not tricks to pull from a bag. They are virtues that radiate naturally from a man who is steady within himself. They are the outward expression of an inner Stoic frame. What she secretly craves when she speaks of dirty is not vulgarity. It is the raw expression of your spirit, free from hesitation, free from the hunger for validation. It is the fearless freedom of a man who has mastered himself, and by doing so, creates the space where she can surrender into her truest, wildest self. That is the union of sage and animal, the balance of wisdom and instinct, grounding and passion. To be so firmly rooted in your own frame that you become the very foundation upon which she feels safe to unravel. Completely understand this clearly. That inner strength is not built in moments of passion. It is forged in the ordinary, quiet rituals of life. Here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, select one simple daily act. It might be preparing your morning coffee, taking a shower, or walking from your car to your front door. For the entirety of that act, give it your full, undivided attention. No phone, no background noise, no drifting into tomorrow's worries. Simply taste, smell, feel, and notice every detail. And when your mind wanders, as it surely will, bring it back firmly and gently. This is the training. This is how you lay each stone of your inner citadel. The man who can command his attention in the small things will command it in the moments that matter most. The truth is simple. The unforgettable man is not the one with the longest list of techniques. He is the one whose presence is unshakable. In a chaotic world, he is the certainty she can lean on, the calm that allows her to unleash her storm. Your task is to build that man, not for her, but for yourself. If this message resonates with the man you are becoming, show it by liking this video and subscribing for more direct lessons on masculine strength and Stoic wisdom. And if you are ready to take action, go to the comments and share which of the 6 principles you will focus on first. It is time to stop searching for approval and begin the work of building yourself.